Hey, amazing Chet Chatters. Now, in casual language, we tend to use will and going to interchangeably when we are talking about future events. I will go for a walk tomorrow, or I am going for a walk tomorrow. But is there a difference? There is. So today, we're going to learn all the differences between will and going to. So let's get going. Hey everyone, this is Chetna and you're on Chet Chat. And this content is also available as a podcast on Scale Up with Chet Chat. We're going to talk about the difference between will and going to. So let's say you're sitting at a pizza restaurant and the waiter asks you, which pizza would you like to have? You reply, I will have a slice of the beetroot pesto pizza with goat cheese. Yummy. Why did you use will? Because you decided at that moment of speaking. It was a spontaneous decision. Now the server will reply, sure, I will get you a slice of the pizza. By the way, I'll is the contraction of I will. So I'll get you a slice of the pizza, or I will get you a slice of the pizza. The structure for future tense with will is subject plus will plus base form of verb. I will sing tomorrow. In the negative form, you would say, I will not have pizza today, or I won't have the pizza. Won't is a contraction of will not. I won't be going to tomorrow's office party. The structure for a negative future tense with will is subject plus will not or won't plus base form of verb. Now let's take another situation. Let's say your friend calls you and says, there's a picnic planned on Sunday and everyone's bringing some food along. You like the idea and you say, I will bring some sandwiches. Why did you say will? Because you decided this at that moment of talking and you said, I will bring some sandwiches. It was not a pre-planned decision. It was a sudden, spontaneous, rapid decision. Now you decide to call a third friend and tell them about the plan. And you say, hey, there's a potluck lunch on Sunday and I'm going to take sandwiches. Why did we not use will this time? We did not say, I will take sandwiches. Instead, we said, I'm going to take sandwiches because the intention was already made before you spoke. I'm going to take sandwiches. Now, the intention, you had already decided in the previous call that you're going to take sandwiches. So this time, it's a pre-planned decision. The structure of using going to in future tense is subject plus a form of to be, like am, is, are, plus going to, plus base form of verb. So basically, will is used for recent spontaneous decisions, while going to is used for intentions or actions that have already been previously planned or arranged. I'm putting a table on the screen and you can take a screenshot. But there's a lot more differences, and before we move on with those, I want to give a shout out to Sonu Pundir for this wonderful message. And if you want a shout out in my next video, leave me a message below and you know that you need to add the hashtag ChetChatters. Now let's say on Saturday, one day before the picnic, you start preparing and a friend calls you and asks, hey, what are you taking for the picnic tomorrow? You now use the present continuous tense and you say, I'm taking sandwiches. Why? The event is still in the future. Why are we using the present continuous tense? Why are we not saying will or going to? We use present continuous tense to talk about events that may have started in the past and are still happening and may continue in the future as well. Now I already have a video on tenses and you might want to take a look at it. I'm reading a book. I started some time ago, I'm reading right now, and I might keep reading for the next 2 hours. I'm not sure. So we say, I am taking sandwiches instead of saying, I'm going to or I will, because this is now scheduled, it's half cooked, it's confirmed. The process has begun and is continuing. Okay, let's look at these two sentences and tell me the differences between them. Last week, they decided they are going to get married in December. Or, they have decided that they will get married in December. Notice that going to is used when something has already been planned. It was decided last week, pre-planned. The second sentence uses will, and that kind of indicates that they've decided just now. It's a spontaneous decision taken recently. Watch out! The box is going to fall on you. Why did we use going to? We use going to when something is about to happen any moment in the near future. Don't leave yet. I'm going to grab my coat and we can go together. Okay, so if I ask you, what are your plans this evening? You could either say, I'm going to visit my parents. Native speakers, in fact, will say, I'm gonna visit my parents. Or you can say, I haven't made any plans. I will probably watch TV. Notice the difference? The first one is a prior plan, whereas the second, we're just predicting what we will do since we don't have any previous plan. Talking about predictions, let's look at two sentences. It will rain tomorrow. It's a general prediction. Look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain any moment now. There is an evidence or a sign of that something is going to happen. Now, both will and going to can be used to make predictions. Will is a more general form of a prediction, and going to is used to predict when there is evidence that something is going to happen. You're going to fall if you don't tie your shoelaces. Going to is used because it uses the evidence of that open shoelace and emphasizes that this is going to lead to that. Now look at these two sentences. Which one is correct? This year, I will finish writing my book. This year, I'm going to finish writing my book. In spoken English, many times we tend to use these interchangeably. But the first one is correct because we're making a promise or we are pledging something. And when we promise or pledge something, we use will. We're committing with certainty. Like, I will go to the gym every day. Okay, next, let's take a look at requests. Will you lend me your book? Will is used for making requests. What about giving orders? You are going to complete this right away. Going to is used for giving orders. Let's make an offer. You look tired, I will make dinner for you. Will is used to make an offer. Will is also used to make a threat. If you don't stop, I will tell your mother. Will is also used for refusals. I will not accept the bribe. I won't accept the bribe. Now, here is a table on your screen with all the points summarized and everything you needed to know about the difference between will and going to is there in this video for you. So do share this with your friends and I will see you next Friday.